Hey, how's it going? It's a little difficult for me to talk about this because I've never really, again, I've always had a little bit of issues with words and whatnot, but I'll try to see if I can get through it as best as I can. So, Assassin's Creed. I'm pretty excited for half of what Assassin's Creed Shadow is. It's really hard to convey that because usually if you're excited for a game, you're like, yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I can't wait to get it, and like yada yada yada. But when it comes to Shadows, I'm only half excited because of like the history of right now, what's happening with Assassin's Creed. Like I remember playing the first Assassin's Creed, I was astounded. I thought this game was fantastic. I loved the idea of like collecting information for targets and then eventually taking out your targets. And I was really I thought it was cool. I was astounded. I thought that was awesome. And I was a little disappointed that Assassin's Creed 2 didn't have that. It had the opportunity to assassinate your targets, but at the same time, it wasn't like in the same. I didn't feel like it was the same as Assassin's Creed 1 because in the first one there were some targets that you just couldn't like stealthily take out. But in Assassin, but you know, if you like, let me see if I can explain this. Like in the first Assassin's Creed, some of your targets you could take out stealthily. Like if you messed up, then they started to run. But if you were like clever, if you waited, if you were patient, and if you like took out the right amount of guards, you could actually stealthily take them out. And I thought that was so cool. Some of them you couldn't, and that kind of like pissed me off. But the fact that a good portion of them you could, I thought that was fantastic. And in Assassin's Creed 2, I think you could do the same thing. I think up until Brotherhood, there was like some targets you could take out stealthily. And I thought that was fantastic. I loved that. But then like slowly but surely, like every new iteration of Assassin's Creed, they started doing less and less of that. And it became more and more just like a fight scene with someone. And that kind of just pissed me off. And I was very disappointed with that. I know for when they tried to do like when they tried to change things up with like the way the combat flowed, because I remember when they were concerned at the fact that the game was getting very repetitive. Like they were going through the same slump with Call of Duty that Call of Duty was doing, where they were releasing the same game over and over again. Like basically the combat was a joke, and I can agree that the combat was kind of like basically the same thing. Like you were just instantly taking out enemies over and over again. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was nice. I thought it was cool. I really loved it in Assassin's Creed 3, 4. I think Unity was the one where they tried to change things a little bit, but because that game like crashed and burned pretty hard, but they just decided like to wipe the slate clean with Assassin's Creed Origins. And when I played Origins, I didn't like that. It was more of an RPG, and I just didn't really like the direction the game was going. And I think after Origins, I just gave up on the game, on the series entirely. Like I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since Origins probably. And so when Odyssey came out and then Valhalla came out, I know it's not a giant catalog of Assassin's Creed games, but they were literally like the mainland ones, and I haven't touched it since. And I'm disappointed that that's the case, because I really was, I really liked the series, and I was kind of sad that that they were going in the direction they were going, because I'm not a fan of the RPG element. I do like RPG games like Cyberpunk, Fallout New Vegas, The Witcher 3 was nice. Like I can play RPG games. I love them. I do like them. Like Persona 5 also kind of counts. It's different type of RPG, but it still counts. And I was a little disappointed that they were going in that direction, because I felt like it didn't really fit with the formula I was comfortable with. And so when they announced Assassin's Creed Shadows, I was like, oh, okay, here we go again. Another game where, RPG, you're doing, it's not even an Assassin's Creed at this point. You don't assassinate anyone. You just attack everybody. You button mash, and it's like, I wasn't that interested. And until I saw the stealth portion, where you were no longer playing as Yasuke, I think his name was, and then you focused on the assassination part, where honestly I was astounded with the way how much stealth looked. I thought it was impressive. I was actually a little excited, And I thought, well, honestly, wow, that's cool. You could like attack someone through like the paper mache. You can actually go prone. You could go underwater. You could pull out like a bamboo like pipe to breathe through. You could actually like sneak up to your target. You don't have to like instantly just start fighting people and just fight your way towards the guy and then finally take him out. Like you could actually slowly but surely like stealth your way to your target, and I thought that was awesome. I mean, I haven't seen gameplay for I haven't seen any stealth gameplay for an Assassin's Creed since probably Origins. And when I tried playing Valhalla, I had the Game Pass recently. I tried playing Valhalla and I honestly couldn't get through it. I was really uncomfortable playing the game. I didn't like it. I wasn't having fun. It felt boring. And then there was the part I got to the combat of Valhalla, and it was exactly what I feared. It wasn't what I was used to. It didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game anymore to me. It honestly disappointed me when I was fighting in that game, that I just uninstalled the game. I didn't even get past the prologue. I gave up. But for Shadows, I am a little excited. I do want to play the stealth. Like, the stealth part of Assassin's Creed Shadows is probably the most exciting and interesting part of the game to me. Like, the combat, I don't even care. I don't want to like fight enemies with these dumb abilities that you use that like you throw. Like, it doesn't seem like. I've always hated that. I've hated that one with Assassin's Creed, where they added that in Origins. It bothered me. But with the stealth, that is interesting to me. That is something I would like to see how they played out the stealth part. I feel like the stealth part probably is their most. The new stealth, from what I've seen, looks like the most interesting thing about the game, and I can't wait to try that out. I have no hope for the actual combat when you're fighting enemies out of stealth, but the stealth part is probably the only thing I'd be interested in. So that's all I was gonna say. Excited about that. I can't wait. It's unfortunate that Assassin's Creed is going through like this. I don't know what to say about it. Honestly, it's a little hard for me to convey it into words properly too, because it sucks. It does suck a little bit that the game has changed this much, where it's almost unrecognizable from what it used to be. Because I mean, the original Assassin's Creed was really it for me. It was really the game that like changed a lot for me. Like, it was the first game I saw on a computer, and I was like, holy hell! Like, what is this? This game looks fantastic. Then Assassin's Creed 2 came out, and it was like, it wasn't as good looking as Assassin's Creed 1, but it did in fact play very well. And Assassin's Creed Brotherhood continued that. I never played Revelations. I went straight to 3, but 3 also like was very good. I loved the stealth in that one. Assassin's Creed 4 was also very fun. The pirate shipping was like fantastic. Assassin's Creed Unity probably had like my favorite parkour in the game. I think that one really just had the best parkour in total. And then Origins came out. There was other games in between that came out of those other games, but when Origins came out, I really was just disappointed. I didn't like it that much. It seemed boring to me. I wasn't having as much fun as I thought I would. And after that, and I realized that after every Assassin's Creed game after that would be just the same as Origins, I was like, I just lost interest, unfortunately. But now with Shadows and the stealth, I think I'm re-interested. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to try it. That's all I have to say. See ya. Have a good one.